Good afternoon, everyone. Chris Bretcher here with TradingNest.tv. The site is in beta right now. It's free. Go and just register for a free account. It'll be paid soon. And what it's going to include in there is videos, active trading, a chat all day, professional analysis with me and my live trading rooms. Today, what are we talking about? We're going to go over how to scan for short squeeze candidates. Now, just to let you know, a lot of people seem to get this wrong. Just because something might be a squeeze has nothing to do with a short squeeze candidate. Just because something has high short interest does not mean it's a short squeeze candidate. What happens is a stock that has a halfway decent chart, if it starts going up, it can create where shorts have to cover. That's where you get the short squeeze. That's why if you see a stock with a chart like that, well, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like that. That once it starts going up, it can go up fast. And that's why I'm doing this video, to try to show you a quick way to scan for them. So the first thing I want you to do is realize I'm going to FinViz. I haven't even logged in. Look at that. So it's free. You know I like free. Don't forget that. The more things I can do for free, the better for you. You're paying for a subscription. You don't need to pay for all these. Just so you know, I see a lot of fancy indicators, a lot of fancy stuff out there. It's not the indicators that matter. It's who deciphers them and how they present their results. So, I mean, I could pick out some holy grail kind of indicators that you can get on ChatGPT for free, but it really comes down to the art of knowing which charts to look at and what looks good. And that's where I come in, and a lot of people I look up to that do the same thing, they use free indicators, but they interpret them great, and that's what we're trying to do for you. So the first thing we're going to do in here is show you on how to build a short squeeze scanner. So the first thing I want you to know is we're going to FinViz, like I said. That's number one. Number two in here, I want active stocks. So we're taking stocks over 300,000. I'm taking the price over 3. Now, you don't have to do that. You can make the price over 10. Maybe you can make it under $5. You could whatever. We're looking for a good-looking chart. The other thing, most of these do not have weekly options, but this week is the third Friday of the month. Today is January 12th. So you go over here to optionable. You want optionable. So I want stocks only. I don't want funds. I want stocks only, optionable, over 20%, over 300,000, over 3. Now, there's one other kicker in here. I want stocks that are already going up. So you'll see, even a stock like this TNGX, it's not here that you buy on the way down. You're buying when it starts curling back up. So you want stocks already in an uptrend. So the easier way to do it, and it's not perfect, is I'm just taking technical, and I'm taking over the 50 moving average. That's all. Over the 50. You could do the 9 over the 50 and things like that, but on FinViz, it's just easier to do it like that. So all we're doing is taking descriptive. We're taking over 3, over 300,000, over 20%. Stocks only, optionable, and then one technical thing over the 50. Now, like I said, this is all about how whomever you're following is interpreting it. But the way I'm interpreting is, number one, it's all at 99 stocks. So that's not that hard to go over. If there are 10 charts per page, it's all of 10 pages. It's nothing. So what we're going to do is overview, and I'm going to sort it by price. That's all. And then what we're going to do is just, you could go through every single one. In fact, in this video, you can go through every single one literally in about 4 minutes. So let's just do it real quick. Do any of these stick out to you that just look good? Keep in mind, the market's opened down, now they're rallying. Yep, ideally, these are things you buy in the morning. So you buy when the markets are down. Now, why am I even showing these? Because the Russell and the ES are near all-time highs. This is when you start getting that kind of speculation. Also, January and February, you get a lot of this kind of speculation, and that's why I'm showing these kind of ideas. So the next thing I want you to do is just look at this. Do some of them look better than others? Heck yeah, they do. RR looks pretty good. PRME looks pretty good. All I mean by this is it's turning the corner and they look like they have a halfway decent structure. Every one of these then I'm adding to a watch list. ABCL, I had that one at the end of the year. We missed it. Sana looks okay, as you see. Now, another thing you want to know in here, though, is you want the ones that have a lot of bang for the buck. So what do I mean? Well, when you look at this, let's say you're right. Let's say you're dead right, and you're putting in your emotional equity, and also you're putting in money. And you see that even if you're right, where's it going to go? It's going to go up like 43 cents. That's pretty pathetic. Now, you got something like Prime that if it goes up, it could go to 7. RR, if it goes up, could go to 7. Look at on the range of these. So if you're going to pick them, you want the ones that could go up a lot. So take RR, take Prime, and you could just go through them fast. RX, look at that one. And all I'm doing then is I'm building a list, and having a watch list. And when you go through them, ABEO, there's another one. As you see in here, right there, that nice little tight pattern. Some of these have already had loose patterns. They've already gone up a lot. So when you go through it, literally 9 pages. Any of these look like you should be buying them today. TMDX looks okay. LEU looks okay. All I mean by that is they have a halfway constructive pattern. The RH on the upper right just seems too extended to me. Not a tight enough pattern. No backstop. So how about here? Well, we already missed CGON. This is exactly what I'm telling you. Once they start going, they can go fast. That's all I mean. PSIX looks pretty good. It's already up 3 today. SEZL looks pretty good. So Root looks okay with a lot of resistance. And I'm telling you, you could just go through every single one quickly. Now, you might say, well, how do you know certain ones might go up and other ones not? Well, I'll show you. Number one, Enphase Energy, to me, is almost in the same group with some other ones that have had big sell-offs. I'm not going near those. So you definitely want to know the group. So definitely keep in mind the group. Now, you might have said, how about Upstart? Well, Upstart was going up, but it had a ton of resistance. So it didn't go near Upstart. So all we did was go through these. IONQ, that looks pretty good. Now, this is a perfect example of a stock that looks pretty good on a chart. And if the market pulls it down on the open as support, you can jump on it. So let's go through one so we can show you. Now, the first thing I want to do, though, is I want to go to Thinkorswim and show you that I indeed have built a watch list. So here's a nice big watch list for you, which I actually put on social media and on my in the main room for the Discord and the Trading Nest room. And I'll show you this way. We'll make it easy on you. So we're going to go into this. And there's my trusty Thinkorswim. But we're going to make this a little smaller so it fits. Move it over. There you go. And all we're doing is taking a daily on the left and an hourly or a 5-minute. Let's say we're day trading a 5-minute. And then what I'm going to show you is on the right, and I can pop it out. We'll make it easier for you. And there, those are all the stocks that I was showing you that I popped out. Now, some of these are from that prior video I did on the Cuba watch list. If the U.S. annexes Cuba, that was on my crazy ideas for 2026. Doesn't seem so crazy anymore. But just go through these, and you can actually link them with what's going on over here. You can press pause and add these to a watch list, or you could do it this way. So let's just take, for easy sake, IONQ. And what I'm going to show you over here is IONQ came up in that FinViz scan like I told you. Then what I want you to see is this. It opened down because the whole market pulled it down, as you see on the right. Then you got a defined pattern. Look at that. So I'm not saying you would have bought it perfect, but I wanted to buy it down in these support zones. But I needed to see it start to reverse first. This could go a lot higher. Heck, this stock was 84. So that kind of idea. Let's show you a couple more, but I'm going to do it a different way. So I can fit it all on here. I'm going to make a big chart, just one chart for you. And what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to make one chart, and then you have the watch list on the left. we're going to make this a little smaller so it fits in here. So we're going to move this and move this. And there you go. So, and I'll show you. So we'll just take these so you can get a feel for them. And you're going to see, do some of them look better than others? RCAT looks okay, but also combine that MACD on the bottom. Do you see on how the MACD is already overbought? So I don't like chasing these. I like a tight consolidation, and ideally you have this MACD back to zero. So it's recycling, so it has more ammunition for the next leg up. So let's go take our GTI. I think this is one of my favorite. Our GTI works off the MACD on the bottom. I did a video on how I use the MACD. Not that overbought. Tight consolidation. If that breaks up, remember it's got a high short interest. That's a beautiful one. So I like this kind of idea. We already hit TWST and any big short interest. Like that one as well. So just want to show you on how I do these. We build a watch list, and in the rooms, we will be discussing how we're going to trade them with what options. Are we going to do it with stock? Or are we going to do it with options via spreads? Have a great day. Take care.